People feel disenfranchised because of this, right? Because of this administrative state, also because of the directions that both the progressives and the conservatives are going in. They don't really feel like they have a political or even a cultural home.
Right.
So somebody writes in this piece, which is called Brokenness by Alana Newhouse, this man says, I don't know what I identify as these days because everything has gotten so scrambled. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't even think I could define myself narrowly as either a liberal or a conservative anymore. The one thing I know that I fundamentally do believe is the premise of your piece that the dominant institutions of American life in education, in the arts, and politics are either totally broken or so weak or corrupt that they're becoming irrelevant. In a way, the only thing I know that I believe in is brokenness.
Right. Right. Yeah, so there's an irony in that statement. I mean, I think the premise is correct. I mean, I'm inclined to think that things are that broken myself. But the irony is that they're broken in the sense that the institutions are compromised, corrupted, but they're not weak. I mean, if anything, they're stronger than ever, and they're dictating the terms upon which we all will perform.
Yes.
And I don't think that's fixable in any sort of certainly short-term political sense. And so you could count me amongst those people who think the thing is broken. But it's not. But as I say, it's not broken because the thing is falling apart. It's broken because it's not falling apart, and because it's become so powerful and so ubiquitous that it insists upon its way. So if you are a politician, or if you are a public figure of some kind, an academic, and you speak as we are speaking now, as I'm speaking now, and say, what has to go is the administrative state. I mean, today that's crazy talk. Like, what are you talking about? How are we supposed to function without the Department of Motor Vehicles and the public health people and this and that? And I mean, of course, the list goes on forever. But how are we supposed to do that without all of these people who know what to do? I mean, just think of the idea of policy. The idea of policy. This is what governments do now. They make policy, and policy is a set of rules for people to follow. And we have policies about everything. And so many people today graduate from universities from various kinds of programs. And the only thing really that they're equipped to do is make and carry out policy.
So the universities are kind of feeding this administrative state.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. It's their Shangri-La. I mean, the idea that we should now have a state whose function it is to supervise the behavior of all of us hopeless people. I mean, and they are staffed by people, many of whom, and this is the case at the universities as well, of course, but staffed by people, many of whom genuinely think that people cannot be trusted to make their own decisions about things. They're just not well enough equipped. They're not, they're not moral enough. They're not educated. They're not educated enough, not aware enough, too racist, too sexist. There are lots of people in I think I would say in both the progressive and conservative. Not all of them. I'm not painting them all with the same brush.
Right.
But there's many people in those camps who genuinely believe that it is too problematic, too dangerous to allow people to live their own lives themselves and make their own choices. It cannot be allowed to happen.